Do you have a slip disc in your lower back? It can be a very painful condition as the bulging disc is pressing on the nerve roots. Good news is, with some gentle movement, you can start improving your lower back and you can start feeling better. My name is Eva Venes of PainFreeForLifePilates.com, located in San Diego, California. And in this video, I would like to take you through a series of gentle stretches so you can start feeling better and eliminate your lower back pain. First of all, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly content on how to eliminate chronic pain without the use of drugs and surgeries, and how to improve your strength, flexibility and mobility. Also, be sure to check out the description box below the video, as I included some useful links to help you feel and move better. In this video, I'm going to take you through a series of myofascial release exercises, some stretching and some mobilizing to help you get relief from that lower back pain, from that bulging disc. I will highlight some of the most common mistakes that people make, so be sure that you pay attention to your form and your execution, as it's going to be crucial if you want to feel better. And lastly, be sure to stay with me until the very end of the video, as I would like to give you some information about my lower back and sciatica rehab online home program that you can access through my website, and you can continue healing your lower back in a safe and effective way from the comfort of your own home. So let's get started. For the first exercise, you're going to need a tennis ball and a couple of towels or a pillow underneath your head. So just go ahead and lay down on your back. Keep your legs bent, as your lower back is going to appreciate it. Take the tennis ball and just place it underneath the lower back, below the rib cage, next to the spine, where your spinal erector muscles are running. Be sure that you don't put the tennis ball on your vertebrae, just like right next to the spine, on the soft tissue of your back. And you can fold your arms now on your chest. Just try and relax your body, relax your muscles, and let your back ease into that ball and just drop it a little bit into the tennis ball. Most likely this will be a little bit tender of an area, so just stay on a tender spot for about 20 seconds. Then you can go ahead and move the tennis ball an inch lower down. And again, just try and relax your stomach, relax your back muscles. One thing you don't want to do is to arch the back away from the tennis ball. So just try and drop into the ball, crossing the arms on the chest. Try and take a few deep inhales and exhales, and just let the tennis ball penetrate those tight muscles alongside of your spine. Let's move the ball a little bit further down. So here we are just inching our way down alongside of the spine. Those muscles are probably very tight, as they have been seizing up because of the bulging disc is giving you pain. So those tight muscles are trying to stabilize your spine and prevent further injuries. Let's move the ball another little bit lower. Make sure that you always put it on soft tissue, as I said, never on vertebrae or on bony structures, because first of all, it's not gonna feel good. And second, we want to release the muscles. There's no point putting it underneath the bones. When you're done with your lower back, put the tennis ball underneath your hip. Just put it under soft tissue, again, avoiding bones, and cross your leg over the opposite knee. And again, just try and relax and put your body weight onto the ball. Most likely you will find some really tender, sore spots, and that's completely normal. So just don't be scared, try and relax your body and let the muscles relax. Let's move that ball again. We are just looking around in the hip muscles to see if we can find any tender areas. This technique is called myofascial release. You're basically giving yourself a little self-massage, even if it doesn't feel as good as laying on the massage table and having a therapist work with you, but you can still achieve very similar results. So just let's hit 1 or 2 more spots in the glute muscles. When you're finished releasing your lower back and your hip muscles, move over to the other side and release the lower back and the hip on that side as well. Try and don't do this on your floor. It will most likely be really hard and you're going to get a lot of pressure from the ball. So maybe do it on your bed or throw a comforter down on the floor on top of your mat and just try and pad it for yourself a little bit in case your bed is too soft. And then later on, as your body is ready for more pressure, you can always move to a harder surface. But right now you're probably already in enough discomfort that if you just do it on your bed, you're still gonna have a really nice release. Okay, we're gonna put the tennis ball to the side now. Keep your knees bent, put your hands on your upper thighs, and then just take a nice deep inhale in. As you exhale, press your lower back gently into your mat and press your thighs a little bit away from your lower abdominal area. We are tractioning the lower back nice and gently this way. Give your back a little relax, take an inhale. On your exhale, tuck the pelvis under, press the lower back a little bit down and into your yoga mat, and gently press your thighs away from your lower abdominal area. Let's do this 3 more times. Take another breath. On your exhale, press down the lower back, push your thighs away from the tummy. And we've got 2 more to go. Deep breath in. On your exhalation, tuck under the pelvis, feel the belly button sink in, and push your thighs. And let's do it just 1 more time. Pelvic tuck. The spine changes its alignment a little bit, and we are pushing our thighs away from our hip creases. Then extend your left leg out on your bed, on your yoga mat. Hold on to the back of the right leg. Draw that right thigh towards your upper body. It will give you a nice stretch in the hip and in the lower back. Hold it for about 30 seconds or as long as you prefer, as long as it feels good. And then we switch to the opposite side. Hold on to that leg. Try and don't hold your breath. Take nice and deep inhales and exhales. Then bring both of the legs towards the upper body and gently rock your lower body and your hips side to side. Feel the weight transitioning from one hip to another. Imagine giving your lower back and the top of your hips a nice massage. If that all went well, then let's circle the knees around. Now I want you to think that you're drawing a circle around your sacrum. That big fused bone in your lower back is the sacrum. Now let's go the other way. Give the hips, the lower back and the sacrum a nice massage. Let's do this 1 more time. Then cross your right foot over the left knee and hold on to the back of your left thigh. This will nicely open up your tight hips and your lower back. We are Our goal is to open up space between the vertebral segments so you have less pressure on that bulging disc. And these exercises can be very helpful in achieving that goal. And now I switch to the other side, so you can switch your leg as well. And just hold on to the back of the thigh. Try and relax your hips and your lower back. Now carefully put your legs down onto your mat. Walk the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Then gently sway your knees side to side. And of course, if any of these exercises just don't feel good, you feel like you're not quite there yet, then feel free to skip whatever you need to skip. Let's do these knee sways once more on each side. When you sit up, be careful, roll over onto your side, use your hands to push yourself up. And let's finish with a nice child pose. So come up on your knees, bring the knees apart, big toes are touching. Push your hips back towards your heels, stretch out your arms. This will nicely traction your lower back where your vertebrae are pinching on the disc. Reach nice and far through your fingertips. Again, our goal is to create space between the vertebral segments so you have less pinching on the disc and pushing on the nerve roots. Now, if the child pose feels good, you can try and walk your hands towards the right side of your mat and just open up your left side a little bit more. And try the opposite side now, see how that feels. If you notice that this side body stretch feels better on one side than on the other, or it only feels good on one side, then just do it on that one side and don't repeat it on the second side. And then lastly, let's do some gentle hip circles that again will help mobilize your thoracic, your lumbar spine, your hips, all those areas that are right now probably really affected by that squished disc. Now let's go the other way. Just do some gentle circles a few times in each direction. And that was our last exercise for today, but please don't leave yet. Let me tell you a little bit about my do-it-yourself online lower back rehab program. I created this program to help you rehab your back from sciatica, lower back pain, spinal stenosis, all kinds of lower back conditions that you could be suffering from. It includes more than 40 healing corrective exercises, some myofascial release exercises, stretching, strengthening, and mobility exercises, so you can continue improving and healing your lower back in a safe and effective manner. If you would like to purchase the program, head on to my website at www.painfreeforlifepilates.com. Go to the shop tab and choose the lower back and sciatica rehab program. Also, if you would like more personal guidance and you would like to work with me, please schedule an online or a phone consultation with me on my website. This is a free 15-minute consultation when we can talk a little bit about your condition, what's going on with you, what you would like to improve in your health and in your body, and we can take the next steps going forward. Also, while on my website, sign up for my weekly newsletters so you can get notified when a new video comes out. I hope you enjoyed this video and it's giving you relief from your lower back pain. And I hope you join me on my next video. Thank you for joining me today. Bye bye.